Chapter 9, in which hashtag Raymond Perkle isn't trending yet. Is that a lot of views? Yeah. Well, no, not really, but it's a lot for one of my videos. The Monday before last Thanksgiving, I was reading a Newsweek article on the 30 most influential teens in my dentist's waiting room. Wait, that makes it sound like the 30 most influential teens were in my dentist's waiting room. They were not. It was just me and a lady with 2 screaming kids. The list was pretty standard. A couple of actors, some singers, a few athletes, Will Smith's son, President Obama's daughters, that Pakistani girl the Taliban shot just for going to school, and my ex-girlfriend. But what caught my eye was a girl about my age who was earning $1.1 million a year just from making YouTube videos. 5 years ago, she went shopping, and when she got home, she posted a video of all the stuff she'd bought. And 5 years later, 11 million people had subscribed to her channel. She has her own clothing line at Target. She released an album that randomly enough peaked at number 6 on the Portuguese Top 40 chart. She was a guest judge on Line Dancing with the Stars, and she even appeared on that reality show where they stick a bunch of B-list celebrities on a deserted island and make them eat bugs, all because she had a coupon for free mascara and made a video about it in her bedroom. What a time to be alive. Intrigued, I went home and discovered dozens of people my age with insanely popular YouTube channels. A lot of them made more money than doctors, and they were all famous. Not Taylor Swift famous, but if 2 million people care enough to watch a video of you eating Lucky Charms, you're famous. And I wanted to be famous too. So that night, I made my first video, and I've made a new video almost every night since. Typically, I talk about my day for 3 or 4 minutes, then upload the video to YouTube where it is thoroughly ignored by the internet at large. My channel had recently peaked at 7 subscribers. 3 appeared to be Russian spammers, 1 was almost certainly my mother, 1 was Fitz, and I wasn't sure about the last 2. On average, my videos got between 3 and 6 views, which is, by almost any measure, pathetic. And sure, I could have found some sad level of fame had I talked about Sadie on my videos. I could have taken my rightful place as king of her fanboys. But even if I did manage to get her attention that way, she'd only feel sorry for me. And her pity wasn't exactly what I was shooting for. In 1968, Andy Warhol predicted in the future everyone would be famous for 15 minutes. But 147 videos later, Newsweek wasn't any closer to naming me one of the 30 most influential teens, in the world or in my dentist's waiting room. Because my video blog, it seemed, remained destined to stay hidden in the darkest corners of the World Wide Web. But then I uploaded the video of Garland Lennox telling the story of how he joined the Air Force to fight the Antichrist, and I tagged it with words like hashtag veteran, hashtag World War II, hashtag Hitler, and hashtag Raymond Perkle. And when I checked the video the next morning before school, it had, drumroll please, 352 views. There was even a comment, my first, from a member of the Omaha Prophetic Presbyterian Church, threatening a lawsuit if I didn't edit out the part where Garland called their founder batshit crazy. It wasn't overnight fame, but you've got to start somewhere, right? I've been posting videos every night since November, I said to Fitz, and this is the first one to get more than 20 views. Fitz wasn't impressed, but he tried to be kind. Good work, Green. But more importantly, what's Parker Hathaway like? She's nice, I said, opting not to tell Fitz about the kiss, because 1, my chivalry knows no bounds, and 2, I hadn't ruled out a Sloppy Joe-induced hallucination, and 3, Parker might cut my tongue out if I told anyone. She's nice? Fitz asked. We're talking about the same person, right? Parker Hathaway? Tall, red-headed girl with all the charm of Pol Pot? Yeah, I know. But she's pretty cool once she stops giving you the death stare. Weird, but cool. Fitz shook his head and said, "What's her voice like? I always imagined it as a cross between James Earl Jones and a dental drill." "What would that even sound like?" I asked, and Fitz gave an admirable impression. "I don't know," I said, realizing I hadn't paid any attention to Parker's voice. "It sounds like any other girl's voice, I guess. She said she talked to me at school, but she didn't show up for first period." "You sound disappointed." "No, it's just, don't get your hopes up, man. I heard she's a lesbian." I tried to punch Fitz on the arm, but I missed on account of him being a ninja. My hopes aren't up, it's just that she. I stopped to let yesterday's gaggle of senior girls walk by, then finished in a lower voice. She couldn't care less about Sadie, and it would be nice, no offense, to find at least one other person at school I could talk to who wouldn't spend the entire conversation asking questions about my ex-damn girlfriend. None taken, Dick knows. I laughed and said, "I mean, she was actually interested in me as a person." "How so?" "Like, she wanted to know if I'm fluent in French." "Are you?" "No, but I told her I was." Fitz raised an eyebrow. "Dude, you're totally smitten." "Smitten? Who says smitten? Are you my grandmother?" "You're smitten with the strangest girl in school." "Shut it, asshat." "I wasn't smitten. I was, I don't know, curious, which is understandable considering everything that happened on Monday. But what I told Fitz was true. After making fun of my tabloid fetish, Parker didn't mention Sadie Evans again, and consequently, the hour I spent with her was the longest I'd gone without thinking about my ex-girlfriend in a year. That evening, after posting Garland's video, I still went through my sad ritual of scanning all Sadie's social media accounts, but I stopped after a few minutes and spent even more time looking for Parker online, without any luck. Fitz was right about one thing, though. I was disappointed Parker didn't show up for first period history. I wanted to talk to her more. But more than that, I wanted Sadie to know there was another girl I wanted to talk to, and I really wanted her to know that girl kissed me. And I suppose that goes to show that even though I went a whole 60 minutes without thinking about her, I was still as obsessed over Sadie Evans as ever.